It took me 20 years to realize what I'm about to tell you in just 11 minutes. Hey guys, this is Angela here again, and I just wanted to make this video because for the longest time ever, I've been wanting to know what is it that is there something wrong with me? Like maybe I'm going crazy. Maybe I'm not longer fitting in society. Maybe I don't even have a purpose in life. Maybe I'm just so stuck into my overthinking and my doubts and my anxiety and thinking in all of these different scenarios that maybe there is something wrong with me. Now, I don't know if you have ever had that moment before in your life, or you're probably watching this video because you have been in a situation before that you think that something's wrong with you. But the reality is that nothing is wrong with you, especially if you are a woman in your 30s going through this, what we consider the midlife crisis. It is completely normal. But unfortunately, society has told us that we have something wrong. And so I've been always thinking that my emotions, the way I react to people, the way that I get triggered is something wrong with me, that I need to fix something. But it's not that I need to fix something, I need to become more aware, and hence I can start healing. So, in this video, I want to share with you three different things in three different levels. So you can start realizing that you don't have to keep chasing for everybody's approval. You don't have to fit everybody's boxes. Instead, you need to take some time and acknowledge yourself. Take a moment to realize that you're not the problem. As a matter of fact, neither they are the problem. Nobody has problems. We're just coming to this life to really understand each other, be kind to each other, but most importantly, outgrow and move forward and basically become a better version of ourselves. So when you're thinking that if there's something wrong with you, is everything falling apart? Actually, nothing is really falling apart. As a matter of fact, things are actually falling into place. And what do I mean by this? Well, first of all, when we start going through all of these different things, we usually there is three different places or three different aspects that we need to look into it. There is number one, the mental aspect, number two, the emotional aspect, and number three, the behavioral aspect. All of these three different aspects starts triggering us for us to realize that, hey, is there something wrong with me? Maybe I should fix this. Maybe I should, you know, make this better. And we start judging ourselves in such a way that we don't even recognize ourselves anymore. And so I've had that multiple times. I've had a period of my life where I thought that I was the problem and it would be better if I wouldn't be here in the first place. To that level of so much pressure I got, to the point that I had to go on my knees, I had to go through some very, very hard conversations with myself and really understand that, okay, on a mental aspect, what is it that I used to think? I used to think that, you know what, I'm not good enough. Everything that I do, everything that I say, everything that how I put myself to others, how I try to meet everybody's expectations, I'm just not good enough. And so that thought about not being good enough, guess what? Continue to create that false expectation with other people that I wasn't good enough. And in reality, after I had that conversation with myself, I realized that nobody was really expecting anything from me. They were just expecting me to be happy. And I was drowning into this huge water cup trying to please everybody. But I realized that the only thing that people actually want you to be is happy. And so, this feeling of not being enough, the more you step into that energy, the more you keep thinking, guess what? You're going to find yourself into going more and more deeper. And so I don't want you to do that because I've done that for a very long time. And so I want to share with you here how you can stop doing that. So in the mental aspect, the most important thing that you need to do, you need to have some sort of pattern interrupt. You need to be able to realize that you have that emotion, that thought. And then when you have that thought, you need to stop it. And by the time you stop it, you need to do something completely different. Whether you go out for a walk, or whether you go out to hug your puppy, whether you start singing something positive, you need to allow the mindset, your reprogramming, your subconscious reprogramming to change patterns. So they are like, okay, what's going on? And now after that, you need to say, you know what? Maybe I'm not good enough, but I'm working to become better. Second thing, when I realized that people wanted me to be happy, I said, okay, great. I'm going to choose to be happy. I'm going to choose myself, and I'm going to go ahead and do what I want. But then I had this syndrome. I felt guilty of choosing myself. I felt like I really needed to do things for other people and serve them, and please them in a way in order for me not to feel guilty. And I will put myself so low, to the point that I will get sick. I will quiet my inner voice. I will not even pay attention to my intuition. And when I realized that that was actually happening, I started asking me, why is it that I'm feeling so guilty? Or how is it that I am putting so many other things to other people, but when it comes to me, I don't really put my time and my energy? And I think this is pretty why the reason why I actually took so long to restart my YouTube channel, because I was always going out and putting everybody's else dreams, desires to other people. But when it came to me, I felt a little bit guilty. And so I had to really sit down with myself and ask, why is it that you're so guilty of putting yourself first? I mean, everybody does this. Everybody speaks about self love. Everybody speaks about how you need to, love yourself. And after many years of trying to do this and helping and serving people, it came to me that, right, the less time that I don't accept this, the more time I'm going to be in this loop. And so if you are having the same doubts of or guilt about accepting who you are and really honoring yourself, just think about it for a moment. You only have a specific time period in this lifetime. And the moment that your expiry date goes out of the window, guess what? That's it. You're not longer going to be able to come back. You're not able to, recuperate that time that you've lost. And so I realized that this is my time. This is my moment, that I need to be able to shine my light. I need to be able to not feel guilty for wanting to, you know, do something that I am happy for. Not to do something, not to feel guilty because this is my sole desire, my calling. So next time you're feeling guilty, just remember that, okay, if that person can do it, if that girl that is talking on the camera can do it, why can I not do it? And the last part that I want to speak about, which I realized that I did this quite often. Every time I try to, you know, to say to myself, okay, you are good enough, Angela, don't feel guilty, I used to hide myself. I don't know how many of you here have ever had this before, but sometimes I felt like I didn't want to see anybody, like at all, okay? Like the morning will come, I will wake up, and I'll just feel blue. You know what I mean? I just feel like a blah. And I just feel like, you know what? I just don't want to go anywhere. And even if I had to go to work, I would find an excuse, or I will find a reason why I should be in a whole different office from where my coworkers were. Or I will find a way to hide myself because I didn't want to speak to people. And when I was not speaking to those people and I was not interacting with other human beings, I will go into this mental state of I'm not being good enough, and I will feel guilty. And all of these thoughts and emotions were kind of suffocate me, to the point that I will fall sick many times. Until one day, while I was going through all of this darkness that I was dealing with, I said to myself, Angela, you're wasting your time. Why do you keep hiding yourself? You keep hiding yourself from the camera. You keep hiding yourself from people. You keep having this defense mechanism that you just cover yourself in a huge shell when you are meant to shine, when you have a message and you have something that you're going to tell to the world. And so these three things at the mental level, at the emotional level, at the behavioral level, if you're going through any of these things that I'm sharing with you, let me tell you something: you're not alone. You're not falling apart. You're actually just shredding all things that is no longer serving you, and you're actually stepping into a new version of yourself. And that new version of yourself can be a little bit fearful because you don't know what that new version of yourself will look like. You've always known the old you. I've always known the old Angela. I don't know this new Angela of making videos. I don't know this new Angela of speaking to a camera and hopefully somebody in the other end is going to listen to what I have to say. I don't know that. But I do know that I have impacted some people in my life. And I have a community who keeps telling me thank you. And I'm thinking, why not reaching out to more people? So I hope that this video has resonated with you. I hope that you know that there's nothing wrong with you, and that just because you feel that you're falling apart doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. You're just moving into the next version. So keep coming back, keep allowing this beautiful space that I'm creating for you guys to be a safe space for you and for us to grow in this space. So if you have enjoyed this video, if you like anything at all, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Please make sure to give a like, and please let me know inside the comments, where are you guys tuning in from. It's always very nice to know where you guys are coming in from. And other than that, I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.